Hello everybody, thank you very much for coming to the first Switzerland FinTech Blockchain Summit. I would like to introduce to you the Ambassador of Switzerland in Israel, His Excellency Jean-Daniel Ruch.
Thank you very much, David, and I would like to thank you all for being here early in the morning. A special thank to our host, Herzog, Fuchs, and Neyman for hosting us in this great conference hall. I would like also to thank our other partners, Switzerland Global Enterprise from Zurich, and First Digital Assets Group. I'm trying to look at him. Yeah, he's there. Thank you very much for your support. I think the fact that we can organize this event with so many interested persons, also from Switzerland, also quite a delegation coming from the capital, from the government, from Ministry of Finance, from the regulatory body FINMA, but also from the private sector, and so many Israeli companies, shows the interest there is on both sides of the Mediterranean. We like to consider ourselves as a Mediterranean country also. You know, we have a small part which speaks Italian, so that's good enough to be Mediterranean. So on both sides of the Mediterranean, there is obviously a great interest to develop this partnership and this relationship. I will not enter into all the good reasons why such a partnership is natural. Part of it is, of course, that we are two small countries who have to fight and to be competitive to keep our place in this dangerous world. It's not a coincidence if both Switzerland and Israel are in the Champions League regarding innovation. We have realized about 1 year ago that there needed to be a kind of platform, a clearinghouse, a place to channel these energies. We noticed a lot of interest from Switzerland. 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, Switzerland was not so much on the map in Israel regarding innovation, even in fintech and blockchain. So we decided to set a priority to increase our efforts to make it tangible, to make the Israeli public, and especially those circles involved in fintech, aware about the potential there is for you, for Israelis, to work more closely with Switzerland. I think that in Switzerland there is a pretty high awareness of the interest to work with the innovation and startup scene in Israel. And when I try to squeeze the reasons why Switzerland is interesting for Israeli companies, I come down to two main reasons why. The first one is that, especially in the area of blockchain, we have a regulatory framework which is very much advanced and which is providing transparency and also some sort of security, certainty for the operation of these companies. The second reason why in this particular sector Switzerland is attractive for you is the high density of large companies, large multinationals, not only Swiss multinationals. Obviously the banking sector is very, very important in Switzerland. You know, UBS remains the #1 wealth manager in the world, and the second largest private wealth manager in the world has under management half of the assets of the UBS. So this financial power is obviously there, but not only that. We have also multinationals in the pharma industry, in the mechanical industry. We have also foreign companies with world headquarters in Switzerland, like Caterpillar or Philip Morris or many others. So there is a very high density of big companies, big multinationals, of course Nestle, which is very present in Israel also, with a global outreach. And those companies well, they will need to adapt to the new technologies. They need to adapt to the new technologies all the time. They need to be innovative, and they will need also to adapt to blockchain technologies in the very, very near future. So there is a market. I think there should be an interest for all those involved in blockchain, in fintech, to look at Switzerland as a place to do good business, but also as a hub from where you can reach out across the world. We have those multinationals obviously have their branches all over the world. We also have a free trade agreement with China. I think we are the only country in Europe which has a trade surplus with China, 12 billion per year. We're selling more than we buy. We are fully integrated in the European economy. And last but not least, our relations, trade and economic relations with the United States are so dense. We are the 5th or 6th largest investor in the US, that we are considering now seriously opening talks for a free trade agreement with the United States. So all this, I think, makes out of Switzerland a very favorable base for Israeli companies also to increase their operations throughout the world. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you a very pleasant day.